Hi, my name is Shamieka Hillary Jackson. I started coming to the bar church November 2018. I had a best friend that was like, hey, get my eyebrows done by this lady named Chris, and she's a pastor. Her husband are pastors. You should come visit with me. And I was all aboard to come because I was displaced from the church for about 4 years, just from church hurt. And my kids didn't fit in at the church I was going to, so we stopped going. When I first walked in, it was at the event hall on Jonesboro Road. When I first walked in, and I thought, I have a teenager son. When I walked in the door, I was like, this is Devin heaven. Finally, a place that he could be himself. My children could be their self. When I got there, the Sunday before I got there, I had a doctor's appointment, and they found out that they found a lump on my breast. I didn't know what a healing service was. I don't even think it was a healing service that I came to. But this particular Sunday, I went up there for prayer, and I prayed I asked Pastor Rob to pray for me because the doctors found a lump on my breast. When I tell you, it felt like a brick wall. Like I felt it, the doctors felt it. They said, go get a mammogram. Rob prayed with me that Sunday. He didn't know me from a can of paint. Prayed with me, prayed healing, followed up. That next month, I went to get my mammogram. They didn't see anything. It was like, well, we know it was something because you got a referral. But it was a lump there. That wowed me. That kind of blew my mind. I'm like, nobody's ever laid hands on me. And I was healed right then. God did that. I knew right then that was the place for me to be. My children felt like, even my son would talk about it more. We get home at night and he was like, what did you learn from the service? Or did you hear what Pastor Rob and Pastor Chris was talking about? They were so engaged. Even the baby was engaged with church. We would sit at the dinner table and talk about church and what we learned at the bar and how much it has blessed us as a family, how it brought us together. Even though my best friend is the one who brought me to the church, something happened with her with mental disorder, and she left. But God said, just because she left, you don't have to leave. Maybe it was her bringing you here, because this is where you're supposed to be. Even then, I could have stopped coming, but talked to me and was like, why did you come anyway? Was you just coming because of them? Or is this something that you prayed about? And people joke around and say, you have to be careful what you ask God for. But I prayed for a church for my family. I prayed. I talked to my mom and dad about it because I've been in church all my life. And I felt displaced at every place I went to. But when I come here, it's home. It's home. It's like an easy Sunday. I joke around with Pastor Chris all the time and say, I think her and Rob are the feds, or because I might go through stuff during the week and then I don't even talk to her during the week, and then she preaches about it on Sunday, and I'm like, who told you? So, but that's just God. That's how God just worked in my life. Before I get out the car on Sunday morning, I pray and I ask him, I pay my tithes. I give my tithes before I even walk in the building. What should I give? And I'm a single, struggling. I have 3 kids, and I'm working a job, a 9 to 5, but then it's like I'm overworked and underpaid. But I asked God, just, guide me. What should I give? What should I give? And he'll give me a number. And I give it before I even get into church, before I even hear the sermon, before I even, that's just the start of the day. And it's just like when I put God first in my life, when I put him first with everything that I do and pray to him first, my life has changed. These last 2 years when I was at the bar, my life has changed. My kids, school, Shayla's about to come out of college, Devin's about to graduate high school, and the baby is the baby, but we got a long way to go with her anyway, but still, they just love coming here. They love that they have a place that they can call home, that they, hey, they smiled, they knew my name, Mom, and that was big to her. They remember me. So you might go to a church where you don't even get to touch the pastor, but that was big to her that they remembered her name. And it might be something little, but it's huge to her. So I know I'm a crybaby, but this is something that I'm struggling with because I had a breakdown a couple of months ago, and I was mad at God because I was mad at how he made me and how I felt like I was hard to love. And when I put my all into something, or even relationships, I put my everything into it. And God told me, love me like that. Like, put me first. And you can't find love if you don't love yourself enough. But he says it, you are beautiful. You're not hard to love. So I had to stop sticking that negative energy. Because and he loves me, and I know it. Just being Shamieka, I alter myself so much for somebody else's liking. But he's like, I made you that way because that's the way I love you. I made you the way that you are because that's just how you are. So even after I was mad at him, and it was like, he never gave up. He still was like, you're going to get up and go Sunday morning. You're going to do this. It's just a process that you have to go through. And he's not done. There's still work to be done. I know this Hearts on Fire is going to be the bomb. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm just Shamieka. So, but every sermon, even when we had the building dedication, and like I said, I pray and ask for, what am I going to get out of this? And I know if you come through these doors, you will be blessed by just what's going on here at the bar. Wonderful things. Like I said, it's going to be bomb. So.